Hi, I'm Sam,
I'm Jen.
and we're from Ballpark Music, and you're watching the AU Review.
Well, welcome back to South by. How's the trip over to Austin for you guys?
Easy?
Yeah, fine.
We hopped on a plane.
Yeah, we were pretty lucky. I think we were pretty nervous about doing a 15-and-a-half-hour plane trip, but
Yeah.
most of us did pretty well. Slept,
Yeah.
had a night in Dallas.
Watched a lot
and
of
then-
movies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been fine.
It
I was going to say, you guys still look pretty fresh, so...
Yeah, I feel great. Do you feel pretty good?
Yeah, today's probably like the first day where we felt a little bit just strange. We had 3 shows yesterday
Yeah.
and didn't
The
go to
last
bed
was at
till...
1 a.m., so we didn't go to bed till like 4.
Yeah.
So we feel sleepy now, but still great.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, I heard of some of the shows that happened over the course of yesterday and last night. How has it been kind of bringing the ballpark sound to, was it day 3 or whatever we're in now of the music program? How's it treated you?
Yeah, it's going well so far. Yesterday was our first day of shows, and yeah, they went pretty well, I thought.
I felt really positive about them. I think people watching who hadn't necessarily seen us before
Sure.
seemed pretty happy with it.
I think you come into these kind of events, sounds nasty, but with like low expectations of what the
Yeah.
gigs will be, just because there's so many people here and it's such a massive feat to get anything done.
Yeah.
So we've just, maybe low expectations is a bad term. We've just gone in with a really open mind and
Yeah.
a really
We're
chill
not expecting
attitude.
too
and
much, so anything that does go well
Yeah.
is like, woohoo,
a
that's
bonus,
awesome.
yeah.
Well, especially with this kind of festival, I mean, you're kind of rushed in, you do like a half an hour, if that, 45-minute set, and then you're out again. So it can
Yeah.
kind of be hard to gauge how you go in a night. But that's the thing about South by, you've got so many people who are just coming along to see
Yeah.
some new bands, so that's always a good thing, for sure. And obviously, Ballpark, you guys have had such a good run off the last album as well. It seems to be a trend that you guys have been doing. It's like you've got this really good formula that seems to kick in every time. I mean, how's Puddinghead been going for you guys now that you've been able to be touring it for as long as you have done?
Yeah, good. I think we've got more mileage out of the album than we ever thought we would have. I can't believe it's, almost a full year since we put it out, and we're still kind of doing things, to support it. And, we've got touring coming up in Europe in like May to support it still. So I feel pretty happy that, we're milking it for that long.
Yeah.
Milking it is all right term. I mean, exploring the possibilities of Puddinghead and
developing,
the world.
bringing.
I guess we're pushing it a little bit further than we have the other ones, like taking it to Europe and UK and that sort of thing, and really giving it a bit of a push there. So I think that's where we're at the moment, and that's really exciting.
And the concept of taking your music so far around the world to different music markets and different audiences is always, I suppose, something you dream of as a musician anyway. I mean, is it still a bit of a whirlwind for you guys as a touring band, or is it becoming something that you're more used to now?
I think it becomes more normal,
You sort of more accept that that's what you're going to do every day, but it's never not fun.
Yeah, and even when we come to here, or it's kind of the same in Europe still for us, like we're essentially starting all over again. So it's little rooms and small crowds, but just when you think it's going to be like any other show, it does feel like really exciting once you get on stage and you remember you're in another country. I think we all sort of tap into this like really fresh energy that maybe doesn't exist if we're doing a similar small room, in Australia or something like that. Like, I think at each gig we've had maybe a small handful of fans who are from, Austin or somewhere else in the US, and they've come to see us, and it's just like, wow, I can't believe anyone outside of Australia knows who we are or knows the songs. It's pretty, that's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
For sure. And I mean, you guys have played a variety of different stages around the world now, not only festival stages in clubs, but, some really amazing theatre venues as well. Kind of bottling the music up and now bringing it to, small rooms that could be pubs, they could be, outdoor lodge type venues. It kind of, I would assume it kind of keeps you guys on your toes a bit as well, just trying to work out how the sound's going to be each time.
Yeah, for sure. That's like probably the biggest thing with these kinds of events. Like we have 8 shows in 5 days, so we know it's going to be a rush, and we don't know like what each venue will be like. You know, in most cases it will be small, or it will be like someone's car park, or like a made-up stage
changeover. And so not very good sound. I guess that sort of comes into the low expectations bit, because you don't know what you're going to get if you go in there thinking, okay, we're just going to have to do a really quick setup. Doesn't matter how it sounds, just play really well. And then if it is, you know, way better than you expected, then that's a big positive.
Yeah, and that's where I think all our touring over the years has paid off. We've just done hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of shows. So,
and most of them in small rooms and weird places.
Yeah, so for sure. So after this South by trip, what's coming up for you guys? Are you heading back home, or is it just, are you continuing touring a bit more internationally?
We're heading back home after this week for Groove in the Moo.
Of course,
And
it's all coming up so quickly.
It is, it's flying by so quick. And then after Groovin, we've got some shows in the UK and Europe. And that's all we've got planned so far. But that takes us up to around about June. So we've got to concentrate on all that.
And then after that, will we be seeing you guys kind of going back into the studio, or just working on some new stuff?
We don't have an exact timeline at the moment. We did a bit of playing together for most of February. Just kind of working on some new things, but nothing's locked in yet. We'll just sort of focus on these shows that are all in front of us. There's a good 3 months worth of touring.
I was going to say your plate's pretty full already. Let's get this month out of the way.
It is. That's right.
Well, look, we wish you all the best for the rest of your trip in Austin coming up, and we'll see you around soon, no doubt.
Thanks very much.
So much.